Hey, do you remember record players? Got one in. This is a vintage turntable model LP&No.1 Has a 3-speed turntable. The 78, the 45, and the 33 and the third LP records. It says has a nice sound quality. We will see. Built-in 2 speakers. RCA output jack to connect external speaker systems. That's cool. USB direct encoding from vinyl records to USB. That could be some fun right there. 3.5 millimeter auxiliary input. Pitch control knob, USB playback, Bluetooth function to play music of mobile phone wirelessly. So I guess you can hook up your phone to it or your tablet or whatever device you have and run music through it and use this built-in speakers. We're going to find all this out and more. So don't go nowhere. Let's get it opened up and see what it looks like. Like we have our vintage turntable instruction manual right here. You don't know what that is? I'll tell you in a moment. Makes me kind of feel a little bit old, but that's okay. It is what it is. Have our power supply right here. Our cover. This is what will go over the top and protect your records and everything in between. LP&No.1. I was really young the last record player I opened up. I'm getting flashbacks. Looks like it's going to come with 2 of what was in that bag. Because here's a second one. Now if you're wondering what this was for, this is for a 45 record. You'll place that right over that right there because a 45 record is about this big around. And the 33 and the 78 speed are about the diameter of this disc right here. And if you're wondering why that's moving around, that is so if, you know, the floor bounces or something, it absorbs that shock and it won't make your needle skip. Never a good sound. Got a little holder back here for that. I would go ahead and probably put this one away and save it just in case. There's a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack right there. You have your pitch control, your Bluetooth, your phonograph, your auxiliary, and your USB all right here. And your volume right here, and your on and off. Looks like it has an on and off color. Music fade, I guess that is for the digital. So does it have lights on it, y'all? Over here on the side, we have a USB port, a back button, a play and pause button right there in the middle, and then skip to the next track right there. Of course, your record player is not going to work like that, but if you're running a Bluetooth device with your audio, it will use that. Just notice here on the back is your RCA plugs. You have your audio out, your left and right channels, your auxiliary 3.5 millimeter, and your power cord. We'll plug our power cord in right there. Let's go ahead and get this thing put together. Looks like we have this record arm put down with a twisting. Something else, I'll show you a little details. I'm going to bring the camera up a little closer in a moment. I'll give you some little details in case you have never operated one of these. I'll kind of help you out a little bit. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this put on there. Turn these back a little bit so we don't hit nothing up there while we're trying to put it on. These little holes right here will go on these rods back here. Just like so. You're good to go. Let's get it plugged in. Now one of the cool things is I have noticed in the stores you can buy records again. There for a long time they quit selling them because nobody listened to them anymore. But apparently they have become popular again, or somewhat popular anyway. Hopefully that'll reach. Oh yeah, it'll reach. Let me get it plugged in over here. You know, before I get that plugged in, just out of curiosity, and you may want to know, let's see how long this cord is. It's going to be right at 5 foot. So it'll reach a little ways. Get it plugged in. Brought this up a little bit closer so you'll be able to see. Don't know if you could see real good a while ago or not, but this is the controls here that we went over. Now this arm, after you put your record on there, you can pull this little release right there. You can lift this arm up right here, and that will lift that needle. See how it lifts it? And then you can slide that over. And you can lower that needle back down. And also right here is where you're going to change it between your 33 and a third record to your 45 to your 78 speed. Right back here by this little arm, you've got an auto stop on and off switch. Make sure you put this down, lock it down just in case. This right here, this white plastic piece, is just a cover to protect your needle. So make sure you get this removed. Just slide it straight off. Just like that. And your needle is right up under here. Let's put a record on it and see what it sounds like. Wait a minute, before we do that, I'm curious about something. Let's turn this on. We do have a light. Look at that, folks. Isn't that cool? You can turn the light different colors. That was green, red, and blue. So it's in a yellowish color, blue, pink, white, green. Well, that's cool. Get a record and put it on here. May not be y'all's flavor of music, but it's what I have handy. Now, these were my grandfather's records. So I can almost tell you these records have not been played in 25, maybe 30 years. Hopefully it all goes well. Let's find out. Lift this up. We'll move that over. Now on your records, if you'll notice, right on the edge, you'll see the blanks between the grooves. That is between songs. This outer edge is blank, and it will move it over to the audio. See what happens, y'all. Let's make sure we have this on phonograph. Power on. Okay, your fade button is going to make the light work like that. When you get ready to lift, don't just reach over and pick it up. You can. That's what this arm right here is for. But it's better to go ahead and lift it like that. That way you don't take a chance on scratching the record. Push that back and see it'll automatically stop. See that? Lower that back down. Put your cover back on there. You're good to go. Let's try to connect our Bluetooth device, which in this case is going to be our phone. Here we have a blue button blinking, so maybe that means we're connecting. It shows up LPSC026. So we're going to connect that. It says pairing, and we are paired. Paired with the LPC, yep, we want to pair it. Now let's just see what kind of music I've got going. Turn our volume up. Okay, we can't leave that playing very long. We're going to get a copyright. So there it is. It will hook up to your Bluetooth device. Okay, it says you can plug in your USB stick into the USB port. During Vinyl Records playback, press record button and the indicator will flash red and blue alternatively. The vinyl recording starts. Over on the side, it says Bluetooth out, it says record, and it says split. We saw those buttons a while ago. Let's plug this in over here and just see. Okay, it says to plug your USB stick into the USB port, so we're going to plug it in and hit record, and should record the record. Let's just hit record. Our light right here is blinking. So we should be recording. Okay, let's stop and just test it out. Hit record again, and it'll stop. And we'll take our USB device out. I'm going to go over here to the computer and plug it in, and I'll let you know. I figured I'd go ahead and bring this over here, and that way we can both find out. Instead of me just telling y'all, let's just see what it does together. Oh, look at there. Popped up right there. Now that is cool. Now that is really cool, y'all. Be able to plug in a thumb drive or a USB drive into that USB port and record your old records, make them into MP3s, that's cool. That feature alone right there makes this worth it. I really like this, y'all. And look at this, the lid shuts. You want to keep these lids shut. That way it keeps the dust off of your dials and off your needle and out of the delicate stuff. So there it is, y'all. This is a really cool record player. 2 thumbs up. Hey, I am an Amazon associate, so any qualifying purchases that you may make through any of my Amazon links, I will receive a small commission from. Thanks for watching.